Explore Bataan. Discover the magic with this historical and cultural province. This place is now proving to be a tourist haven with many exciting places to visit and a lot of interesting things to do. There is so much to offer in Bataan history, culture, beauty, fascinating tourist spots, and a warm hospitality that is truly Filipino. Join us as we explore Bataan.
Bataan is a province in the Central Luzon region. Its capital is the city of Balanga, while Mariveles is the largest town in the province. Occupying the entire Bataan Peninsula on Luzon, Bataan is bordered by the provinces of Zambales and Pampanga to the north, and the peninsula faces the West Philippine Sea. Bataan. Let's discover its history. The first inhabitants of the Bataan Peninsula are the Aita Magbecan people, who are one of the first Negrito ancestors of present-day Filipinos. Later on, Tagalog communities from southern Luzon migrated to parts of Bataan, and the Aita Magbecan migrated towards the mountain areas of Bataan by the end of the 16th century. Long before the outbreak of World War II, Bataan already earned herself a secure place in the history of the Philippines. The Prince of Filipino Printers, Tomas Pinpin, a native of Abukay, who either authored or co-authored some of the oldest books in the Philippines, and printed them himself between 1610 and 1639 in the printing press located inside the Abukay Catholic Church. In 1647, Dutch naval forces landed in the country in an attempt to seize the islands from Spain. The Dutch massacred the people of Abukay in Bataan. Historian Cornelio Bascara documents that the province of Bataan was established on January 11, 1757 by Governor-General Pedro Manuel Arandia out of the territories belonging to Pampanga and the Corregimiento of Mariveles, which at that time included Maragondon, Cavite, across the Manila Bay. Bataan featured prominently during World War II. Prior to the 1941 Japanese invasion, Bataan was a military reservation for the purpose of defending the Portuguese island of Corregidor. At the southern tip of the peninsula, the U.S. Navy had established a small base at the port of Mariveles. Shortly after the Japanese invaded the country in 1941, the combined U.S. and Filipino forces were being gradually overrun, and General Douglas MacArthur moved his troops to Bataan Peninsula in an attempt to hold out until a relief force could be sent from the U.S. Japanese forces started to siege the peninsula on January 7, 1942, and launched an all-out assault on April 3. The majority of American and Filipino forces surrendered on April 9 and were forced to march for more than 100 kilometers from Bataan to Capas Tarlac, which became known as the Bataan Death March.
Most of 424,000 people living in Bataan are Tagalogs. Recent rapid industrialization has lured thousands of people from other provinces to settle within Bataan. The province of Bataan has always been linked closely to the culture and economy of Manila. Much of what the province produces were exported to Manila. The primary traditional industry of Bataan is fishing. It is the home of thousands of fishermen whose industry has spawned a unique craft of net and fish trap making. Nets produced in Bataan take on various forms and shapes. Each net type responds to various needs and uses. Bataan, in fact, is brimming with scenic beauty because of its abundance of beautiful beaches, towering mountains, and gushing waterfalls. Bataan has been more popular as an ecotourism destination because of the work of local tourists and government departments to protect the island's natural nature.
Vista Tala Resort and Recreational Park is one of the best resorts you could ever find. A famous attraction located in Orani, Bataan that gives you a good service, fresh air, and has a beautiful view surrounded by mountains that give you a relaxing feeling. Pawikan Convention Center is one of the famous attractions in Bataan, and it is located in Nagbalayong, Morong, Bataan. In this center, not only the turtles are entertaining, the view and the sea is also eye-catching.
Mount Samat, National Shrine of Dambanang Kagitingan, Shrine of Valor, is a historical shrine in the Philippines, dedicated to the fallen Filipino and American soldiers who fought during World War II. It is located near the summit of Mount Samat in the town of Pilar, Bataan. The Memorial Shrine Complex consists of the colonnade and the Memorial Cross. The colonnade is surrounded by esplanade and the center is an altar. On the left side is the entrance to the museum. Behind the colonnade, there is a footpath that leads to the Memorial Cross. The Memorial Cross is located at the highest point of Mount Samat at 555 meters above sea level. The cross has a height of 95 meters from the base. There is an elevator that services the central road of the cross and a viewing gallery at the cross arms.
The province of Bataan does have one of the Philippines' most darkest history to it. Nevertheless, beautiful monuments have transpired because of that history, and the Philippines-Japanese Friendship Tower is definitely one of them. Located at Three-Way Junction not far from Bataan Coast, a monument stands tall, commemorating, celebrating, and sealing the friendship between the Japanese and the Filipino people that it means to last forever. 89 feet, 27 meter high. The Philippines-Japanese Friendship Tower is the municipality of Bagak Monumental Pride. The landmark is in fact also known as the Bagak Friendship Bell Tower.
Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar is the Philippines' first ever heritage resort located in Bagak, Bataan. It is also one of the most unique hotels in the Philippines. This 400-hectare breathtaking luxury resort in the Philippines showcases over 30 heritage homes from different parts of the Philippines, fully restored brick by brick to their glory days, making it one of the popular Bataan tourist destinations. This living museum actually started with just one restored casa or house, the Casa Cagayan. This traditional Filipino home dates back to the early 1900s and served as the family vacation home of Jose Acuzar, the resort's owner. Since then, Acuzar started buying and even salvaging fragments of old abandoned houses all over the country. He transported them to his riverfront property in Bataan and started renovating them.
Bataan is the epitome of saying, opportunity is standing right in front of you. In that it is a getaway approximately just 2.5 hours away from Manila. The province is a majestic destination that brings together history, nature, and culture, but gets eclipsed by the usual tourist destinations like Boracay and Palawan. Bataan may not be as famous as the aforementioned tourist hotspots in Visayas, but the province has a lot more to offer than meets the eye. Explore Bataan, see the beauty within.